Did you know that the shortest war in history was a mere 38 minutes? Yes, you heard it right. This brief conflict was between Britain and Zanzibar in 1896. Now, that's a quick resolution. Moving on to the animal kingdom, ever heard of a flamboyance? Well, it's not just a display of brightness or showiness, but it's also the collective noun for a group of flamingos. Quite fitting, don't you think? And speaking of flamboyant, the Eiffel Tower can grow up to 15 centimeters taller during the summer. This is due to a process called thermal expansion, where heat causes the metal to expand. Now let's talk about food. Honey, as sweet as it is, has an equally sweet characteristic. It never spoils. In fact, archaeologists have discovered pots of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs over 3,000 years old that were still perfectly edible. From sweet to chilly, our next fact is about the world's largest desert. It's not the Sahara as many believe, but Antarctica. Yes, deserts are defined by their lack of precipitation, not necessarily their temperature. And speaking of misconceptions, the term D-Day, often used by the military, doesn't have a deep, hidden meaning. The D just stands for day. It's a way of designating the date of an important operation without revealing the actual date. Ever played a game of chess and felt overwhelmed by the possibilities? Well, there's a reason for that. There are more possible iterations of a game of chess than there are atoms in the known universe. Mind-boggling, isn't it? And while we're on the topic of singularity, did you know that a single strand of spaghetti is called a spaghetto? Yes, spaghetti is actually the plural form. From Italy, we travel to Scotland, where the national animal is none other than the mythical unicorn. Speaking of Scotland, it also holds the record for the shortest commercial flight in the world, between the islands of Westray and Papa Westray. The flight lasts just 57 seconds. Now, if a group of flamingos is a flamboyance, what's a group of pandas? It's called an embarrassment. Quite an unusual choice, wouldn't you say? Contrary to popular belief, the Great Wall of China isn't visible from space without aid. Ever played a game of dice? The dots on them are called pips. Did you know Oxford University is older than the Aztec Empire? In the realm of the bizarre, octopuses have 3 hearts. The electric chair was invented by a dentist, and the only letter not appearing in any US state name is the letter Q. Did you know bananas are technically berries, but strawberries aren't? And lastly, the longest word in the English language is pneumon microscopic silicovolcanoconiosis, a lung disease. Try saying that 3 times fast. So, there you have it. From wars that lasted less than an hour to 3-hearted octopuses and unspoilable honey, this world is full of surprising, quirky, and fascinating facts.